Aloha Aquarius. Welcome to your tarot reading for the week of April 6th through the 12th. We're going to go ahead and dive right in. If you want to get a personal reading or join the coven over on the Patreon, all of that is down in the description below. We're going to go ahead and get into your reading. We're going to start with the overall vibe for the week. We'll move into any challenges or obstacles. We'll go into how to overcome those challenges or obstacles, and then any extra messages that universe and spirit might have for you. We are going to start off with a love oracle as well as a general oracle, just to kind of get some extra messages here in the beginning. You got a card fly out. We have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards in this oracle deck. This is also the card of the Empress energy here. Very much in a place of attraction this week, Aquarius, not just on the outside, but also on the inside. When we talk about this attraction card, this is very much law of attraction energy. So the energy that you're kind of putting out there, your overall aura, is really going to affect the energies that are coming in. I like that. This is also that sort of romanticize your day-to-day life. You can see there that she's kind of stopping to smell the roses, which is kind of a message for you to stop, smell the roses, take a moment for yourself, and romanticize your day-to-day routines, your day-to-day life, really living in the whimsy, right? Let's go ahead and get a general oracle here just to kind of add to the overall energy and vibe. We do have school. The answers that you are seeking involves going to school. This does not have to be traditional school as in university or something like that. This could just be opening up and diving deeper into certain topics or things that maybe have sparked your interest recently. Maybe you're reading a new book. Maybe you are watching some YouTube videos on how to do things. We are learning new skills and maybe just diving deeper into something that you want to learn. So that is nice energy for the week. We're in a place of attraction. We're being asked to open up our mind and learn some new things. But let's go ahead and see what tarot has to add to all of this. So let's move to our tarot messages here. There's a card that's flipped. We're going to go ahead and flip that. Let's go ahead and see what tarot has to add. Looking for the overall vibe of the week. Look at you with your Queen of Wands energy. Nice message there. We are in Aries season still, so for a lot of you Aquarius, you can really tap in this week. Use that energy of the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the queen of action. She's the queen of passion, excitement, determination. She really uses that fire energy to nurture seeds into reality. The thing about the queen cards is that they're all sort of the motherly or divine feminine powerhouse of that suit. And so when we talk about divine feminine energy, that is our intuition, that is nurturement, that is planting seeds or making the plan, allowing ourselves to receive. And so she does all that through fire element. That is excitement, passion, forward movement, determination, and motivation. So you might find yourself really motivated this week. You might find yourself in a place where you're really excited or you're tapping into those passions and really using that law of attraction to your best benefit as well. Let's go ahead and kind of tap in and see any potential challenges or obstacles this week. Let's go ahead and kind of see what we have with that. We have the Two of Pentacles, so trying your best not to spread yourself too thin. The Two of Pentacles is kind of like a juggling act. Yeah, we can work hard, play hard, and we have a lot of things going on, and right now you're really killing it, so good job. But there is a little bit of a warning here saying don't spread yourself too thin. Make sure you're still taking time for rest. Make sure you're still taking time for you. Maybe that's also taking time to continue, opening up and learning about different topics, educating yourself on things that are going to help elevate you in your next season and your next chapter. The Two of Pentacles really is kind of a balancing act. You can see that she's literally juggling those two pentacles. And like I said, this week, you're probably like, yeah, I'm killing it. I'm doing all the things I need to do. But again, this is for future warning. If you do that sort of juggling act for too long, you're bound to drop a pentacle at some point. So make sure that we are not spreading ourselves too thin this week. We don't want to burn the candle at both ends and then find ourselves at the end of the week completely burnt out and not able to tap into our own energy of attraction. Remembering to take time to stop and smell the roses. Now, this is potential overcome, how we can overcome this challenge or obstacle with that Two of Pentacles. Well, I think for some of you with this Eight of Swords, it's just coming to the reality that you are juggling too much, okay? The Eight of Swords is like, there's a reality here that we need to see. The reality is that maybe we're holding ourselves in a position here, self-inflicted potential negative outcomes, okay? When we talk about the potential challenge in this Two of Pentacles, it's like, hey, for some of you that were listening to me just now, you're like, I'm not juggling too much, Alicia. What do you mean? I'm doing fine. Everything is just fine. I'm not going to drop a pentacle anywhere. But there is a reality here that you might just drop a pentacle if you don't slow down a little bit and maybe reevaluate or reconfigure all of the responsibilities or obligations or just things that you are juggling in your life. Wheel of Fortune in reversal says that luck is not always going to be on your side, right? The Wheel of Fortune is constantly in motion. It's constantly turning, constantly going. So yeah, we see it in the reversal. It doesn't mean that it's always going to be in the reversal. It'll go back up in the upright soon enough. But this is that sort of, how do we fix that obstacle or challenge? Well, the obstacle and challenge here is seeing the reality that you are taking on too much, okay? Try your best not to juggle too many things this week. And if you're sitting there telling yourself, I'm not juggling too much, maybe that's the reality that we need to see this week. Now, also too, for some of you with this Eight of Swords being here in that reality, maybe there's a reality here of something else within your job. Maybe there's too many responsibilities or too many things are being asked of you. And there's a need for you to maybe speak up and say, hey, listen, I'm only one person, okay? But yeah, that Wheel of Fortune in reversal with that Eight of Swords tells me that luck is not always going to be on your side. We're not always going to get a lucky break and say we can juggle all the things, right? We can't juggle all the things forever. We do need to be able to take a break and stop and smell the roses. Let's go ahead and see any extra messages that universe and spirit have for you this week. The Star card, you are not the first person to get the Star card, but I do think it's fitting because this is the card of Aquarius. Let me go ahead and cover her body here so we don't break any rules. This is your card. You know, the Star card is the card of Aquarius. Okay, so your extra messages are coming out as you. You are the main character this week. Okay, so make sure that you remember you are the main character. If you have all these things that you're juggling in your life, you can say no. You can say I need a rest. You can say, I'm going to take a moment and go smell the roses, whether that means you're going to take some time to go check out a new coffee shop. Maybe you're going to go outside and physically go spend some time in nature. Maybe there is a restaurant you've been wanting to check out for a long time. Or maybe this is just turning your phone on Do Not Disturb, putting on your favorite TV show and relaxing for an hour or two. You're allowed to do those things. And the Star card's coming out and saying, don't forget that. You are the writer of the book. So you get to say what chapter you're in, what you're taking with you, what's not happening, what is happening, all of that stuff, right? And the Star card being your card also says that you are in a place of empowerment this week, okay? So law of attraction is very real when it comes to main character energy. What energy are you putting out there? What are you magnetizing or attracting into your life this week? If you weren't able to take full advantage of the full moon last week and release any negative energy or just release things that might be stuck or release some things that you're juggling, because the juggling act is all fine and dandy until the end of the week when we drop a pentacle on accident or we find ourselves in burnout, right? So what can we release this week that we don't need to have in that juggling act? Any extra time that you make for yourself this week by releasing a pentacle or two, you can use for self-love and self-care and really be able to be in this place of star energy and attraction. But this is really nice for this week. Overall, I think the messages here is tap into your Queen of Wands, get determined, get confident, know that your passions and your excitements are really heading you in a positive direction. Get confident in saying no when it comes to juggling too many responsibilities or too many obligations. And if you feel like you're not juggling too much, maybe there's a reality that you're not seeing just yet. And I would hate for it to happen where you burn out or you drop a pentacle and you're like, dang, I wish I would have seen that coming. Take some time for yourself this week. Remember that you are the main character of the show and you're sitting in a place of attraction where there's a lot of things coming into your life that you are trying to manifest, but also people want to spend time with you this week. Your universe wants to see you succeed. So take a moment, stop, smell the roses, and enjoy your life. Romanticize your day-to-day routine this week. Nice messages overall. If you're still here watching this video, thank you for being here. If you haven't liked already or subscribed to the channel, consider giving this video a like, subscribe, it helps me out. Otherwise, you can get a personal reading. All that information is down in the description box below. I will let you get back to your day. Thank you again for hanging out with me, and I'll see you again soon. Aloha.